In the early 15th century, in the small village of Domremy in France, a young girl named Joan of Arc was about to change the course of history. Joan was just a peasant girl, but she possessed a fire within her that burned brighter than any flame. At the age of 13, Joan began to hear voices that claimed to be sent by God himself. These divine messages urged her to take up arms and rescue her country from the clutches of the English invaders. Now, you might think it strange for a simple village girl to take on such a monumental task, but Joan was not one to back down. With unwavering determination, she convinced her family and friends that she was on a holy mission. But Joan didn't stop there. She had a vision of something far greater, an army of women. Joan believed that women were just as capable, just as brave, and just as fierce as men. She began to gather the women from her village, inspiring them with her words of courage and defiance. Word of Joan's mission spread like wildfire, and soon women from nearby towns and villages flocked to join her cause. These women, driven by the same sense of purpose, became an unstoppable force under Joan's leadership. But the road ahead was not an easy one. The English forces were powerful, and they were determined to crush any rebellion. Yet Joan's unwavering faith and unyielding spirit kept her soldiers moving forward, even in the face of great adversity. The women fought with all their might, using their intelligence, resourcefulness, and unbridled ferocity to challenge the English at every turn. They were a force to be reckoned with, an army of women who refused to be silenced or ignored. Joan's fierce determination and her unwavering belief in the righteousness of their cause made her a symbol of hope for the women of France. Every village they liberated, every battle they won, fueled their desire for freedom and justice. But the English were not about to let this rebellion go unanswered. They saw Joan and her warriors as a threat that needed to be extinguished. On the eve of a decisive battle, Joan received another vision. It foretold not only the outcome of the battle, but also her own fate. Undeterred, she shared her vision with her fellow soldiers, rallying their spirits and preparing them for the ultimate sacrifice. The battle was fierce. The clash of weapons filled the air, and the ground shook with the intensity of their determination. Joan fought with the strength of 100 men, her mere presence inspiring those around her to fight even harder. But despite their valiant efforts, the English forces proved to be overpowering. It was in the midst of this chaos that Joan was captured by the enemy. For months, she endured imprisonment, torture, and relentless questioning. But Joan remained resolute, refusing to renounce her mission or betray her comrades. Her captors saw her as a heretic, a threat to their power, and they sentenced her to death by burning at the stake. On that fateful day, as the flames consumed her body, Joan's spirit soared, her legacy forever etched into the annals of history. Her story inspired countless women throughout the ages to rise up, to fight for their rights and their freedom. Joan of Arc, the girl who heard God's call, ignited a spark in the hearts of women that still burns brightly today.